Hey, so I think we're live. Finally. Yeah, it is working. Sorry for being like 2 minutes late, but here I am. Yeah, it is working now. Please type in the chat. Like, are you there? Just say a yes. Hey, anyone? Anyone? Uh, just say it. Type in the chat if you're all listening properly, if the audio is okay, if the image is okay, so that we can start. Like, I hope you are all well right now, uh, wherever you are. Like, I can imagine that there are people from a lot of places here. I live in Minas Gerais, most exactly, more exactly in Belo Horizonte, but I'm from Pará. Yeah, I'm from Belém, and I can see that there are people like from a lot of states here. So let's just head for what we are here for, infinitives of purpose. What are those infinitives of purpose? We always have this general knowledge here. So we use them in this way here: to plus infinitive. And so to and the verb in the infinitive way, in the infinitive tense. So I can select a verb like um, to like feel, to feel. Like the verb feel is in the infinitive, and why would I use the infinitive way? I need to use it for expressing the reason I do something, the why. You ask, why are you doing that? I'm doing that because I want something, so I'm doing that to uh, accomplish something. So to accomplish, when it is trying to say the reason for something, is an infinitive of purpose. So to accomplish, I work hard to accomplish uh, my goals. That to accomplish is an infinitive of purpose. I work hard to buy a house. Uh, to buy is an infinitive of purpose. I work hard to, I don't know, feed my family. To feed is the infinitive of purpose here. And that's the main thing of it. You see to and the verb, right? That's cool. My voice is low. Maybe if I do this, it will get better. Like, I don't know if it's better now. Tell me that in the chat. I just removed my microphone. Now it is in the like the computer's one, not the from the phone. So tell me that if it is better now. Just waiting here so that I'm not speaking to myself here, not talking to myself. Mm, guys, just oh, there's a delay. Oh, now it's better. Oh, that's good. That's good. So continuing here, now that my voice is higher, fortunately. So you're going to use that to express why you're doing something, right? So how do I use it? You require a normal verb to be the main verb. So have to and you have to accomplish, for example. Uh, you do something to accomplish something. So that do, the verb that you do first, is the main verb. So I work hard, that's my main verb, to buy a house. So you can see that the infinitive of purpose needs that first verb in order to make sense because it is trying to explain the reason for something. So uh, I train hard uh, to to win a medal or to win a competition. What are you doing? You are working hard.
And why do you do it? Because you want to accomplish something, you want to win a competition. So the infinitive of purpose, to accomplish, to win, and there it goes, needs that first verb. That's something that you need to notice in the sentence. Uh, then there's another thing here. That verb can be in any tense. We'll see it like just in some seconds. Like you can use it literally in any tense. So infinitives of purpose can be used in any tense that you wish. So you are trying to express the reason you do something in any tense possible. The correct way is to plus infinitive, as I said, but don't be mistaken by this. In Portuguese, we have a notion like when you translate the word for to Portuguese, you get a similar meaning, but in English it doesn't work. For can't be used as an infinitive of purpose. So you do something to accomplish something, for example. You can't use the verb for there. Saying I do something for accomplish something doesn't work at all. So that's incorrect. You need to use to, right? Not for. That's something that may be tricky because in Portuguese we actually do it, but in English it doesn't work at all. At all. And the one of the most important things here is the subject of the main verb and of the infinitive of purpose must be the same. Okay, so I do something, should do another thing. But both of those actions need to be related to me. Not it can be about me, about I, and uh, I don't know, Gabi. Like Gabi is watching here. Like it can be it can't be used for two subjects that are different. You need to choose one subject, and it will be both for the main verb and for the infinitive of purpose. We'll have some examples about that here. So, I went to the library because I wanted to study. So, what are our subjects here? Our subjects, actually, we only have one subject, I. So, I can use the infinitive of purpose here because I went to the library and I wanted to study. That's one subject. So, I could say, I went to the library to study. This is our infinitive of purpose. What are we trying to say here? The reason for going to the library is studying. So I went to the library to study. That's the reason of the first action. Um, these are the spaces here are for other ways that you can express infinitives of purpose. We can use in order to, and we can use so as. It is a little bit more formal, right? So we have this sentence here. I watch Netflix to relax. I watch Netflix to relax. This is an infinitive of purpose using the the structure to plus infinitive. Oh, sorry, forgot the I here. So to plus infinitive, right? Here, in the next one, I watch Netflix in order to relax. So I watch Netflix in order to relax. It has the same meaning, but it is written in a different way that expresses almost the same meaning. So the other example here, I watch Netflix so as to relax. So as, in order to, or only to, are all infinitives of purpose. They are trying to express the reason why you do something. It is just different, just different ways of writing it. So, in that example that we had Here, I went to the library because I wanted to study. I went to the library to study. I could say, I went to the library in order to study. See, these two actually mean the same thing because you're using an infinitive of purpose to tell the same message, but in different ways because you have different ways of using the infinitive of purpose. Here, only to, here, in order to. And we could say also, I went to the library so as to study. All these three sentences mean the same thing, but they have different structures for the infinitive of purpose. But remember, these two are more formal, whilst only using like to relax, for example, is more informal. So we have the idea now of how the infinitives of purpose work, right? Um, I told you that this verb here can be in any tense. I'll show it to you. Here we have like all this, the tenses, the most important tenses actually. Those are not all of them, but I chose six because I want to express to you how it works. So present simple. Uh, I work out every day to stay healthy. Why do I work out? To stay healthy. So this is my infinitive of purpose. Present continuous. I'm preparing mentally to do well on my exams. So you see that the main verb now is in the present continuous, and now the infinitive of purpose is according to it in a different tense, but the infinitive of purpose continues in the infinitive, right? So it doesn't matter if you are in present simple, present continuous, past simple, past continuous, future simple, present perfect. It doesn't matter. You will use infinitives of purpose, but they always have the same structure of the infinitive. They won't be conjugated in that tense. Forget it. Like the main verb will, but the infinitive of purpose won't. Remember this: the infinitive of purpose is the why. You try to follow and to find the reason of that action, and that reason, when it is an infinitive of purpose, will be, guess what, in the infinitive. So past simple. I went home to see my mom. I went home to see my mom. The reason why I did this action in the past was to see my mom. Past continuous. I was sleeping to keep rested when my mom arrived. So I was doing an action and another action uh, started in the same moment. So I was sleeping. What was the reason for me to sleep? To keep rested. So this is my infinitive of purpose. I was sleeping for a reason. What reason? To keep rested. And then another thing started. My mom arrived. So two actions happening simultaneously in the past. So past continuous, and we have an infinitive of purpose here. Future simple. I will prepare to win a gold medal. I will prepare. That's the action I'm going to take. And what's the reason for it? Why am I going to take that action? Because I want to win a gold medal. So to win a gold medal. This is our infinitive of purpose. And present perfect. I've went home to study. I've went home to study. So we had like six examples of six different tenses. And what can we notice? We can notice that all of them can be used with an infinitive of purpose, no matter what the tense is. No matter what the tense is. So Uh, all of these examples were in the affirmative way, right? So you can use it in the negative way, of course. This is one example here. I sleep early in order not to feel tired on the next day. I sleep early in order not to feel tired on the next day. It is important to see that usually you'll use in order plus not plus to, this structure here. In order plus not plus the verb plus infinitive, right? That's the structure. So you can see, oh, sorry. You can see that before to, we had the word not. Uh, Remember that not, that is not the word. The word is not, and you wouldn't use the word no. So the correct way is not. There's a whole syntax thing behind, but like it is too complicated. I don't even know why it is not. But remember, it is not. Not is the word. No isn't the word. So this is the correct word for it. Not no. Um, oh, what did I do? I thought I had changed the color here. I guess now it's going to work. It didn't work, unfortunately. So we have some exercises that we're going to do here to try to, uh, you know, actually learn by doing. So I want you to try to make an infinitive of purpose out of this sentence here. I went to Germany because I wanted to see Oktoberfest. I went to Germany because I wanted to see Oktoberfest. So there are three ways: with to, in order to, and so as. So you use. Oh, sorry. What did I do? Oh, so as to. Okay, so as to. You can make in these three ways an infinitive of purpose. So I'll give some tips here. You need to find the reason first. So no, the action, sorry, and then the reason. So what are you doing, or what did you do in this case? You went to Germany, right? That's the action you took. Like, hopefully it will work now. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. I don't know why. Okay, now it is all yellow. I don't know how to do this. So I went to Germany. That's the action you took, right? I took actually. Uh, I didn't go to Germany. That's just like imaginary. So that's the action taken. Why did you take that action? Because I wanted to see Oktoberfest. So how could you just use an infinitive of purpose here? Uh, like you could simply remove like this part here and leave. For example, I went to Germany because no, oh sorry, to see Oktoberfest. That's like completely correct. It is an infinitive of purpose. You can see that you only have one subject. Uh, you or I don't know, uh, and the this infinitive of purpose is trying to say the reason why someone took this first action. So someone went to Germany because he or she wanted to see Oktoberfest. So I went to Germany to see Oktoberfest. That's the case here. So how could we do it with in order to? Uh, you can do it that you like. It is good for you to do in the same time as I, because like practice. So I went to I went to Germany in order to see Oktoberfest. Also correct. And now so as to. Okay, so I went to Germany so as to see Oktoberfest. Yeah, like finally. Oh, dude, why did it get yellow? I didn't want it to get yellow. Oh, it happens. So we have three ways of writing this sentence with an infinitive of purpose. Uh, Here we have another example. And this one is actually about me. I actually think that democratizing education is something that is extremely important for all of us to fight for. So I teach English because I think it is important to democratize education. And here I am. Here I am. So, because I think that because is actually trying to say to express something. What is that something? The reason why you took the action. So I teach English for some reason. What is that reason? Because I think it is important to democratize education. How could I say that with an infinitive of purpose? So three ways: to, in order to, so as to. Try to do it for yourselves right now. I'll give like 15 seconds. I'll just wait here and like think about everything that is happening right now. I'm waiting. Just waiting a little bit more. How being a teacher isn't easy at all. Like I'm literally talking to a computer. Like I know you are there, but like I'm talking to myself almost. It's strange. Oh, it's so strange. Uh, so we had our time. I teach English because I think it is important to democratize education. So, using to, I teach English to democratize education, right? What is the reason why I teach English? Because I want to democratize education. So I teach English to democratize education. This infinitive of purpose is telling me the reason why this section uh, happened at first. Then another way, I teach English in order to democratize education. And now that you are experts in infinitives of purpose, you already know how to write this last one. I teach English so as to democratize education. That's it. That's it. That you have two subjects involved. I and Peter. I and Peter. Two people are involved. So how can I express the reason why I took that action? Like it isn't because of me only. It is involving uh, other person except from me. So you might think, oh, can I use an infinitive of purpose for that? Like, think, think for a little bit. Could you use an infinitive of purpose for that? Um, Tick tock, tick tock. Well, I'll tell you something. You can't. No, like you have this thing here. It gets bigger. There's another way of doing it. So I'll show you here and then explain it to you. I went to the library so that Peter could study. I went to the library so that Peter could study. So um, now the structure for when you have more than one person involved, more than one subject involved, is completely different. It isn't an infinitive of purpose anymore. This is not an infinitive of purpose. This structure is so that plus clause. You can see that the clause here is like this part here, could study. This clause is a whole other thing. We would have to have a whole other class about this clause. So infinitives of purpose won't be used in the case of when you have more than one subject. So this example here, I went to the library because Peter wanted to study, actually isn't uh, using an infinitive of purpose. That's basically it for now. And now we'll have some last two exercises. We'll have two exercises here to finish our class. Like we had like 20 minutes, I guess, or 25 minutes. Uh, it isn't like too complex. Oh no, someone didn't understand here. I started to teach. Oh, sorry. Oh, what didn't you understand? It's because I have a delay here. Uh, so as yeah. So just take it. I'll wait. I'll wait. To, I'll wait for you to answer whatever the doubt is. Ah, Peter. Here. I went to the library because Peter wanted to study. That's it, right? Why wouldn't you use the infinitive of purpose here? Like, uh, why wouldn't you use the infinitive of purpose? Uh, oh, what did I do here? Hey, what? Oh, I lost it? No, it's here. Yeah. So, uh, you can see that the sentence involves more than one subject. So, it has I and Peter. Who did who did the actual action? So, who uh, did something here? I did something. I went to the library. Like the action here is me going to the library. It's like Lucas going to the library. That's the action that happened. So that actually happened. Then you have an explanation of it because Peter wanted to study. So you're trying to explain the reason why that action happened, right? So you would think that this could be an infinitive of purpose, but it isn't because a rule of infinitives of purpose is that it only involves one subject. So the subject that actually does the action, in this case going to the library, must be the same subject involved in the explanation. So uh, if I were to make an example with I went to the library, that is an infinitive of purpose. Like I'll put it here. I could say I went to the library because I wanted to study. Like it is written already, so but then you would have only one subject involved. Now you have two subjects involved. So this can't be translated into a infinitive of purpose. So you need to use another structure. In this case, it's so that plus clause. So that uh, this clause here, it will be easier to uh, to express how it works by showing you another examples. So I uh, I don't know. I took a shower because my mom told me. Because my mom uh, wanted to. No, because my mom. Uh, I took a shower because my mom would get pissed, would get angry. So I took a shower because my mom would get angry. The situation is that if I didn't take a shower, my mom would get angry. So how could I say I try to how could I try to make another sentence out of that? I could say, for example, I took a shower so that my mom wouldn't get angry. Like I'll change here if I didn't. So if I didn't take a shower. So the situation is, if you take a shower, your mother doesn't get angry. If you don't take a shower, then your mom gets angry. So there are, oh sorry, I forgot the L here. There are two subjects involved. Uh, Now that you have two subjects involved, it won't be possible to make an infinitive of purpose. So you need so that and the clause. The clause here in the first example is could, right? The clause here in the second example, let me mark it here. Oh, here, this color. In the second example, the clause is wouldn't. So it depends on the situation. So it is important for this specific class for us to understand that this isn't an infinitive of purpose actually. That's a whole other structure that when you use so that plus clause, that's not our beautiful infinitive of purpose. That's a completely different thing. So uh, any more questions? Like any questions? Oh, you understood now. Oh, that's nice. So any more questions? Like any questions that you want to ask me? Now is the time. It's the time for you to ask them because then we'll have some exercises on Google Classroom. So I think today they will be posted already, and I hope you do them. Oh you got it. Oh I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm truly happy now. So aren't any other questions? Like our class is already getting to an end. Uh, the class really. Oh no, what happened? Eita. I think I'm back. Like I don't know if I'm back or not. Hmm, maybe. Oh gosh, my internet isn't working anymore. Oh, my internet is tricking me. No, that's horrible. Guys, sorry for my internet. Oh, sorry for my internet uh, issues. It happens sometimes. Oh, I'm back. I'm actually back. So I think we don't have any more questions. If you have, please, please, please type in the chat like anything, any doubt that you have, any doubt. Because it's used the negative from after in order. Mm, let's see, and let's see here. Mm, because it is like more convenient, like most people use it like that. There are some cases in which you will be able to use like not to do something, like not to. I I remember why it doesn't work. Because it using not to doing something is like expressing a whole other type of meaning. So when I say, for example, let me make some box here. Why wouldn't it work? For example, using not to. I I work. No, I study because I like it, not because I am obliged to. So I studied because I like it, not because I am obliged to. Uh, Here we don't have an infinitive of purpose yet. So uh, I study. How could you make it in the infinitive of purpose, for example? I study to. Uh, I don't know. How would I express that I like something, that to enjoy myself, or I study in order to enjoy myself. You could make both ways. I study to enjoy myself, uh, not to uh, not to follow like commandments. Here, I study to enjoy myself. Like that's the reason why you study to enjoy myself, and not to follow commandments. Here, when you use not to something, you need a first example in the infinitive of purpose. So uh, you have a positive one and then a negative one. This is completely correct, but usually you wouldn't use it alone. You need a context for that. So I study to enjoy myself. That's the reason why I study. And then I can say that I can tell you a reason that is not connected to the reason I do something. So following commandments isn't the reason why I study. The reason why I study isn't because I enjoy myself doing it. So the first one is needed in order for you to understand the second one, because you give like the positive example of what actually happens, and then you give the negative example of like denying what someone told you. So uh, someone could get to you and say, "Oh, you study because you are obliged to," and then you say, "Hey, I study to enjoy myself, not to follow commandments. I study to enjoy myself, not to follow commandments." Uh, you usually use this structure here when you already have a context. That's why you usually have to use in order, not to, in order plus not plus to plus infinitive when you don't have a context already. So not to will be used in context differently from in order. It can be used that can be used alone. Because it's in phases with the various tenses, it's difficult when I use this, I didn't get it. Like in phrases with the various tenses, it's difficult. It's difficult when I use it. Yeah, let's like if it is difficult for you, it would be far much better if you chose to remember this structure here: in order plus not plus to plus infinitive. It could be so as not to plus infinitive. You could like replace in order for so as. It would work. So here, I sleep. I'll delete this part here. Uh, I sleep early so as not to feel tired on the next day. You can see that it has almost the same meaning here. In order and so as. So it gets easier for us to comprehend how it works in the negative way by using in order and so as. Okay, so here this structure is so as plus not plus to plus infinitive. Oh, I think that's it. I hope I answered your question. Did it help? Just waiting here. Uh, if it helped, then I'll be glad, extremely glad. So, like, any more questions? Like, any questions at all? Because if we don't have any more questions, then we'll end our class and you can go, oh, we have more questions. That's the first time it happens, guys. We have questions. I have to sleep early so as not to feel tired tomorrow. Yes, you can. You can. It's perfect. Perfect. Like, that is a perfectly constructed sentences in a grammatical sense. So, I have to sleep early so as not to feel tired tomorrow. Uh, both parts of the sentence are connected to one subject, I. So okay, we can use the infinitive of purpose, and we are trying to express that uh, you're going to do something in order to uh, not stay tired or something like that. Like it is perfect, perfect. So, oh, you're happy. Oh, I'm happy too now. Oh. So I guess that's it, right? Uh, if we don't have any more questions, we'll end our class. Like there's already 2:47, 47 minutes of class. Oh, that's nice. Oh, 44. Probably. Oh, I started late. That's right. That's right. Oh, so I'm really grateful for you being here. Like, thank you a lot. Thank you a lot for these minutes. I hope I uh, contributed to you in any way possible. I hope you managed to learn a little bit about infinitives of purpose, and I'm glad. I'm truly glad that you're happy and that you understood part of this subject. Really, really. So Saturday we'll have another class focused on INA. The theme will be, I have to check the theme here and let me check just a second. So what will be our theme? My internet isn't like collaborating at all. So our subject will be verbs in texts. So Saturday at the same time, 2 p.m. I'll be here on YouTube to give you these classes, and that's it. 2 p.m. Saturday evening classes about verbs and texts. The classroom exercises will be available for you I think, today, and I hope you like it. So that's it, guys. I hope you stay well, and bye bye. Kisses.